One of the most interesting mysteries around the Rezero series is Satella's Shadow Garden. No one can actually explain Satella's Shadow Garden and what's it about. Well, in this video, we're going to explain what's it all about. But before then, please check out all my Rezero videos and content and tell me what you think. And also subscribe to the channel. So the Shadow Garden made an appearance 3 times throughout the series, but the anime cut 2 of them out. The first time the Shadow Garden actually appeared was in Volume 2 of the light novel series, and when Subaru jumped off the cliff to save Rim, and he did not return by death immediately. He was stuck in this black mass of Garden of Shadows. He didn't know where he was at, so Subaru was just there. Don't have no eyes, ears, or mouth, anything to touch or feel, can't talk or taste anything, and just saw Satella in shadows, and Satella said, I cannot meet you yet, and Subaru got cast out of the Garden of Shadows and returned by death after that. So the second time Subaru actually went to the Shadow Gardens is when Julius and Felix killed him, but in the anime, when Julius and Felix killed him, he went automatically returned by death and went where he was at before his death. But in the light novel, he actually went to the Shadow Garden. So when Subaru made this trip once again to the Shadow Gardens, he has no understanding why he is here. He's been questioning himself. Why am I here? He has no understanding why is he here. Completely no understanding. Until he heard a voice, Satella's voice, saying, I love you, I love you, I love you. And Subaru had this unbelievable love for Satella now, rattling off what he would do if he had mouth, if he had arms, he would run to her if he had legs, taste her, hug her, and stuff like that, and rattling off sins of what he would do, like the 7 deadly sins, sloth, vainglory, all that kind of stuff. But when the world started crumbling around him, the Shadow Garden started crumbling around him, he said and realized, he said, I will take this girl's hand. So after that, he said that, he got cast out of the Shadow Garden. So the final encounter with Subaru in the Shadow Garden was in Arc 6 of the light novel, when Emilia Camp and Anastasia Camp is trying to find a solution to the effects of the gourmet gluttony's effects on the people here. And he went to the Pleiades Watchtower to see if Shala has a solution for their problems. But at this time, Subaru entered the Shadow Gardens again. And this time, the authority of Sloth, that is Betelgeuse / Beetlejuice, and also Regulus Cornelius was also there at the Shadow Garden. The only reason those two were at the Shadow Garden is because Subaru has both of their authority witch factors, and they're also dead, but they'll be there because he has his witch factors. So Subaru has a more complete body than he did last time when he visited the Shadow Garden. He can also hear Betelgeuse and Regulus Cornelius mouthing off at the tongue to Subaru, making fun of him being truly slothful and also imperfect. But he also can hear Satella, and Subaru was unjusting love for Satella, gets all excited and tells her he will grab her by the hand, he will take her and exchange love with her, and stuff like that in those lines. But Subaru realized and found out that he cannot retain the memories of each time he went to the Shadow Garden. But once he leaves the Shadow Garden, all the memories he had entering the Shadow Garden disappear. And realized that he got cast out of the Shadows of Gardens again. So the Shadow Garden is within Subaru's body, is where Satella stays and only meets Subaru. Subaru can only meet Satella like this. Beetlejuice got cast out of Subaru's body when Subaru and Beetlejuice had their confrontation in episode 25, and Satella said, Beetlejuice, you're not the one, and got thrown out of Subaru's body. So only Subaru basically can talk to Satella and talk to her physically and emotionally with Satella. Nobody else can. And Subaru, every time he gets a witch factor, he gets more complete. He gains a mouth, ears, legs, a lot of that. He's just a ball of consciousness until he gets all these witch factors, complete the whole body. I think Subaru realizing, and Satella's plan is to make Subaru realize the love he has with himself, and also people can love him. Satella ain't all a bad person after all. In making Subaru realize people love you, and to realize that, and he has this astounding love for Satella, he will gain each witch factor, to talk to her and exchange love with her, love himself. So that's basically Satella trying to teach Subaru in the Shadow Garden. But tell me what you think in the comments below. Also, like this video, share with your friends, and subscribe to the channel. Tell me what you think about the Shadow Garden explanation video. See you in the next video.